Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Today we are playing Ratigan for the third time. We got our Fate deck over here, completely shuffled. We have our Villain deck over here, completely shuffled. Don't know where the Robot Queen is over there. Don't know where Basil is over there. And let's just start the game. As always, we have 20 rounds to win. Once this reaches, or once we go past one, that's it. We will be fating ourselves if we land on a 1 or a 2 on this fate dice. And let's begin by drawing 4 cards. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, Ratigan wins a win. Let's see, let's focus. Start your turn with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace. So the Robot Queen is somewhere in there. She will get played there, and I have to move her there to Buckingham Palace. And if she's there at the start of my turn, I win as Ratigan. But if something discards her, then there's a different win condition, but we'll get to that if we have to. So let's see, we are going to start by moving here. We're going to gain 3 power. And I think we will spend it on the Ruffians. Now, the Ruffians will cost me 2 power, and their ability is, if Ruffians are played to a location other than Ratigan's, you may perform 1 available action at their location. You cannot use the Ruffians to perform fate actions. So we're going to spend 2 power to play the Ruffians here, and we're going to use their ability to perform 1 available action, and we're going to use it to collect 2 power. And we're actually going to spend 1 of those power to play our second card, Uniform. When Uniform is played, attached to an ally, the ally gets +2 strength, and you may immediately perform a Vanquish action using that ally. We're not really using this to perform a Vanquish action, we're just going to use it to increase our Ruffians by 2 strength. So let's go ahead and do that. So now they have 4 strength. We can also discard cards while we are here, and we will go ahead and discard both of these cards because we want to dig through our deck to get the Robot Queen as fast as possible. So now we'll move down to round 19. We will fade ourselves, or see if we get faded. We do not, and now we collect back up to 4 cards. So this is good. We got Fidget. So we're going to go here, collect 2 power, and we're going to spend 1 power to play Fidget. When Fidget is played, find Flaversham and play him to Flaversham's toy shop. So we're going to actually play Fidget at Flaversham's toy shop, even though we don't need to. We're just going to do it. And we're going to see, we're going to find Flaversham. Here he is. Play him to Flaversham's toy shop. Shuffle this back up. Oops. Alright, it's good enough. So we can only play 1 card while we're here. We can move a card, we can vanquish, but we don't want to vanquish Flaversham, and we already collected 2 power. So we will just end our turn there. And I know I'm supposed to draw cards at the end of my turn, but instead I draw it at the beginning of my turn so I can keep track of the dice easier. I say that every video, but just for anyone who's watching this for the first time. So we do not get faded because we're only going to fade ourselves if we land on a 1 or a 2. Move down to round 18. Collect 1 card to get back up to 4. Okay, so we got another Ruffians. Not bad. So what we will do is, let's see. Why don't we move here? We're going to collect 1 power. We can play a card. And you know what? We will play, we'll spend 2 power to play the Ruffians, and we'll play the Ruffians. Where do we want to play the Ruffians? You know what? We'll play the Ruffians here so that we can use their ability to let ourselves play another card. And we will use that ability to play the Greatest Criminal Mind, which says either draw 2 cards or gain 2 power, and it costs me 0 to do. We're going to use it to gain to draw 2 cards. Because again, we just want to dig through this deck until we get that queen. We did not get the queen, so let's see. Okay, so we'll discard Extravagant. That is the ability if you want to pause and read it. We're allowed to discard here. We're going to keep the rest of the hand, and we will see if we get faded. We do. Okay, so the worst one for Ratigan right now is going to be the Mouse Queen. Ratigan cannot win with the Robot Queen at Buckingham Palace. And we're going to play her here so that she's away from the allies and so that she blocks some actions at this location, making it less useful for us. And that guy just gets discarded. So we can move down to round 17, draw 1 card to get back up to 4. Another Greatest Criminal Mind. So, what we'll do is, what we'll do is move here to spend 2 power to play the Royal Robes. We'll play it at Buckingham Palace. And we're actually going to use the Activate power to activate the Royal Robes to gain those 2 power back. And that's all we can do there. So now we will end our turn there, see if we get faded. We do not. Move down round 16. Just collect 1 card. Another Ruffians. Okay. So what we will do is... We need to get rid of the Mouse Queen for sure. And we want to move Flaversham, but right now there's no way to do that. So let's go here, collect 2 power. We're going to spend 2 power to play this guy. And we will use... we'll use their ability to just collect... Yeah, just to collect 1 power. And we're going to use this move action to move this card over here. And it moves with the item because the item is attached to them. And now we'll use the Vanquish action to vanquish the Mouse Queen. So she has 5, so we need a 5 strength. So we need at least 5 strength to defeat her. We have 6. So we will be able to destroy or vanquish the Mouse Queen, allowing us to now win with the Robot Queen at Buckingham's Palace if we get her out. And that's it for that turn. Let's see if we get faded. We do not. And we move down to round 15. We really need to start digging through the deck to get the Robot Queen out. I'm going to have to get rid of these gears in my hand. I've been saving them, but it's just not working out for me right now. So what we'll do is we'll move here, get 1 power. We're gonna play this card again, Greatest Criminal Mind, for 0 power, and we're gonna draw 2 cards and see if that'll get the Robot Queen out without us having to discard our whole hand. No, but this is really good if we do get the Robot Queen out. And having Flaversham there is really messing us up. It's not letting us play 2 cards on that turn if we go there. So that's really messing us up right now. Oh man, I really don't want to discard. I'm going to go one more turn and see if I can just somehow play these cards. But you know what? I need to get rid of... You know what I'm going to do? I don't want to do this, but I'm going to get rid of all the gears. And so I can at least draw 2. So let's see if we get faded. We do not. Move down around 14. We'll draw 2 cards to get back up to 4. Alright, no Robot Queen yet. Let's see. Okay, so we'll go here. Let's get our 3 power. And we will spend 3 power to play the Marvelous Trap at this location. And that's all we can do. Alright, let's see if we get faded. And we get faded on a 1 or 2. So let's see what happens. Queen's Guards. So when Mrs. Judson is played, Ratigan loses up to 2 power. Or Queen's Guards can only be played at to Buckingham Palace. Which one of these is worse? I'm thinking this is worse if I play it here. Or is this worse because it blocks me from playing a card? I think this is worse, so I'll put that there. Alright, we'll move down to round 13. We can draw 1 card to get back up to 4. Okay, another gears. So I think we will go here. We'll gain 2 power, and we will spend 3 power to play the Marvelous Trap here as well. That's it for that turn. So let's roll the dice. We do not get faded on a 6. This moves down to round 12. Oops, okay. Just draw 1. I really need to start discarding and not be so protective of the cards in my hand, because this is going to end up make me lose the game. So what I need to do is I need to get rid of those guards. So what I'll do is I'll move here. I will activate the Marvelous Trap by doing the activate action. I'm not sure if I read that to you guys. So before Ratigan moves, on your next turn, defeat all heroes at this location, discard Marvelous Trap. So that's what the Marvelous Trap does. And I'm going to spend 1 power to play the gears here. And that's it for now. So let's see what happens here. A 2, so we get faded. Okay, so sabotage, discard an item with a cost of 3 or less from a location in Ratigan's realm that has a hero, so that would nullify our Marvelous Trap. Or Toby, when Toby is played, you may move a hero to any location. So really what is worse for me is to put Toby here and to just move the Queen's Guards here, and I'll show you why. So now I'll draw back up to 4, move down around 11, draw back up to 4, and Now it's the start of my turn. I would just use this trap to get rid of all the heroes there, but there are no heroes there. But the trap still goes off and just gets discarded. Okay. So let's see. So I think we're going to have to go here. We'll gain the 1 power. We will spend the 1 power, and we'll play Airship here. And then we're going to use the discard action to just get rid of all these. And what we'll do is we'll leave everything else as is. We're not going to move anything yet. So we'll leave everything there. Let's see if we get faded. We do not. Is that a 3? Move down around 10. We're going to get 4 cards. And let's see what we got. Oh, we got the Robot Queen. Good. But now we have, like, no power to play her. So that's not good. So what we'll do, though, is we'll go here to use the Vanquish action to use Fidget to destroy the guards. Doesn't help us too much, though, unfortunately. And we're gonna save everything else. We're not gonna discard anything or play any cards because we don't really have the power to spend to do that. And so let's see if we get faded. We do not. Move down around 9. So we're past the halfway point. Do I have 4 cards? I think I do. Yeah, so we don't draw. So now we just need to get enough power to play the evil, or the Robot Queen. And right now it'll just cost us 3 less. So let's see. We'll just move here, gain 3 power, so that we have 4. So we just need to collect as much power as possible. And I'm trying to see what is going to be the fastest way to do this. I'm going to need to get rid of that dog so that I can play more, get more power there. And I can't really get rid of anything because there's no discard, so I'm just going to have to end that turn there. Let's see what happens. We get faded. Alright, Queen's Guards or Makeshift Balloon. Attached to a hero, that hero gets +2 strength, and you may immediately move that hero to any location. Or the guards. I'm thinking the guards would be worse by just putting it there to block more actions. So we'll do that. This goes down around 8. We can't draw any cards. So what we'll do is we'll go here, spend a power to activate the Marvelous Trap, so that Toby will be vanquished. Oh, and you know what? I had this one. During the turn, if another target with the fan, you may play it. That player reveals only 1 card instead of 2. You know, I don't think that would have helped me very much. So we activated that one. Trying to think, would it be better for us to just use this to play it and then hopefully get more gears? Or at least capture to move Flaversham? Or just keep saving up? I think we'll have to just keep saving up. So yeah, so let's end the turn there. We get faded. I am though actually going to use this one this time. So during their turn, if another player targets you with a fate action, you may play Devious. That player reveals only 1 card from the fate deck instead of 2. Olivia. When Olivia is defeated, choose an opponent. That opponent reveals and plays the top card of your fate deck. We'll play her here. Move down around 7. I don't think we're going to win this one. But let's see. So we can draw at least 1 card. Oh, good, a capture. Okay. We will move here. Oh, and this activates. it gets rid of Toby. So at least that worked. But we are still going to move there? No, we're not. We're going to move... Yeah, we'll just still move there. We'll get 3 power. And we'll pay 1 power to move, to capture Flaversham. So move it here with a strength of 3 or less to the secret lair. So Flaversham moves to the secret lair. So now Flaversham's ability is, if Flaversham is at the secret lair, the cost to play the Robot Queen is reduced by 3 power. So now the Robot Queen is reduced by 6 power because of the gears. I'm not sure if I put the gears up there. When you play an item, you may discard gears from your realm to reduce the cost of that item by 3 power. So essentially, we have decreased the cost to play the queen by 6 power, so now she only costs 9 to play. So we need, let's see, we need 4 more power to be able to play her with these discounts there. So let's see if we can do that. We can't do that now, of course, but so we played the 1 card, we got our 3 power, we activated the trap, so let's end that turn. We do not get faded, move down around 6, we can draw 1 card to get back up to 4. Okay, Bartholomew. So what we will do is we will move here, collect 2 power. We'll play Bartholomew for free. Costs nothing, no additional ability, just 1 strength. We can move someone, and we can vanquish Olivia. And you know what we'll vanquish Olivia. Free up some space. Now we can play 2 cards there. So that's good. We can only play 1 card. I can move something, but I don't really want to. So that's it for that. So let's see if we get faded. We do not. Move down around 5. Draw 1 card. A gears. So let's see. So let's move here, get 3 power. So we have enough to play the queen, and we can play 2 cards in this location now that it's freed up there. So what we'll do is, why don't we spend 1 to play gears, and then we're going to play the Evil Queen as the 2nd card that we can play, and we'll be able to get rid of these, and that will equal 9, so it'll only cost us 6 power to play her. So we get rid of that for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So got her at a discount. And now, this is really important now. Airship. So I have to do the activate action and pay 1 power. Move airship and 1 ally or unattached item at its location to any location. So what that means is, on my next turn, I can move to the secret lair, activate the airship by paying a power, and then I can just move this and the queen to here without having to move her individually with the move action. I can just move this over here. So, but that'll be the next turn. Okay. So I'm going to end that there. I can discard, but I don't want to because these are both really good just in case Basil comes out. So let's fate. Whoops. I'm going to re-roll that. It landed on a 6. So I wouldn't have gotten faded if I kept that one, but let's just re-roll it. Ooh, we are going to get faded. Okay. Alright, not Basil, not Basil, not Basil. Sabotage. Discard an item with a cost of 3 or less from a location in Ratigan's realm that has a hero. So that's not good because it can get rid of our airship. Or this. I think this is definitely worse for us. So we're going to play that to get rid of our airship, which is pretty detrimental. But not going to destroy us just yet. We still have a chance. So I get to draw 2 cards. Get back up to 4. We move down to round 4. And we don't shuffle this yet. We only shuffle this when we need to draw, and we don't need to draw just yet. Okay. So what we will do is go here, collect 2 power. And is this the other place that... what we'll do is just spend 1 power to play the bell. And you know what, we're going to play it here, because we're going to use the move action to move her there. And not that it matters, but just so that we have something everywhere, just keeps it more symmetrical. I don't know, it's just aesthetic reason, I guess. So we got our 2 power, we played a card, we moved a card, we can vanquish, not really, we can't vanquish. Okay, so that's it for that. Let's see if we get faded. We do not. Move down around 3. Now we have to shuffle this because we need to draw at least 1 card, right? Yeah. Alright, I think that's good enough. Draw 1 card. Okay. So now we will go here, because we need to keep moving the queen. So we're going to move the queen. We're going to collect 1 power. We'll discard that. We'll actually discard that as well. And we'll end that there. So let's see what happens here. Okay, we do not get faded, which is really good. 2 rounds left in the game. Draw back up to 4, so we need 2 cards to do that. Okay. Oh, we got the airship again, but we don't really need it now. Okay, so we will go here, collect 2 power, move the queen for her final location. We can play a card, and you know what we'll do? We are actually going to play Felicia for 3, and we're going to play her here, just in case Basil comes out. If Basil comes out, we'll be in a good position to vanquish him if he gets rid of our queen. And let's see. We'll discard this card because we don't need it now that the queen is out. We'll keep everything else. So now, while I roll the fate dice at the end of my turn, or between turns, I guess, instead of rolling the fate dice, if I'm at 1 turn away from winning, which I am, because the queen, I have to start with my turn with the queen at Buckingham Palace. She's at Buckingham Palace, so if I start my turn, I win. So I am going to fate myself regardless, automatically, to see what'll happen. So, so, if Basil is in Ratigan's realm, you may move him to any location. Otherwise, find Basil and play him to any location. Here's at the bottom. So now Basil's ability is, when Basil is played or moved, you may discard 1 item from his new location. So he gets played there. He will discard the robot queen, which prevents me from winning. But it changes Ratigan's win condition. So he goes from Ratigan, the superior mind, to